All right, folks, here we are in the kitchen today, prepping to make some venison snack sticks. And I've prepped all my gear, got the sausage stuffer over there, got the meat grinder right here, got a nice blend of spices, and I've prepped the appropriate sausage horn. Actually, this was on my jerky gun, and the flange was too big, so I had to grind that down so that it would fit on my sausage stuffer. This is a 3/8, I believe, horn. And we've got some maple wood chips soaking here. And we've got some collagen casings. And Tim Hortons cup of coffee. We're good to go. All right, we got the partially frozen venison. The grinder's assembled, and I just gotta grind the pork butt and this venison. Pork butt's chilling in the fridge right now, and we'll get to it here. All right, here we've got the pork butt ground up and the venison, just have to mix it. We got our spice blend, ran it through both plates, the 1/8 and I think it's quarter, something like that. 1/8, 2/8 maybe. Okay, adding the spice. There we go. All right, we got her all mixed up here. Some cheese chunks in there. Frying up a little test patty over here to make sure I got the spices correct. And we'll move on to stuffing some sausages. All right, so we fried up a little patty here, and I must say, it's about 10 times better than I thought it'd be. That's a real good patty. I thought I was gonna need to add some more spice. Not so. That is perfection. I think it was the Worcestershire sauce that I added. Really gives it a nice flavor. This is good. All right. So, we're gonna leave that in the fridge for 1 day. For some reason, I thought I could go right into making them, but I cannot. Apparently you have to let it cure for 1 full day since we're using the pink Prague powder #1. So we'll let that cure for 1 day and we'll make them tomorrow. All right, folks, we're back today. I'm just kind of chilling here. Fed the horses, got a cup of coffee, Tim Hortons mug. And now we're about to attack these pepperoni sticks. So I was watching this YouTube vid with this fella named Age of Anderson who has a purple mohawk, which is pretty epic. And I'm just following his recipe. Not totally to a T. I did put in some cubed cheese pieces yesterday, which you're not supposed to do until it cures in the fridge. But that's okay, not a big deal. We've got about 5 or 6 pounds here, probably closer to 6 pounds. Gonna use the new sausage stuffer and follow his recipe essentially. I don't have quite as good of a setup as him, so we're gonna get stuffing and then we'll update you after. All right, pretty big sausage stuffer here. Got it from Weber on sale. It's decent quality. It's not like the 1 horsepower meat grinder that I got from Halfords, based on my friend Ross's recommendation. This cost me about 200 bucks Canadian, and yeah, it looks decent. I mean, it's not quite as good a quality. As you can see, the castings and some of the threads there are a bit lower qual, but for 200 bucks, it is a pretty good deal. Got these red collagen casings fit on the horn here. I had to grind this flange down because this sausage stuffer didn't come with a small horn. It came with a minimum 16 millimeter horn, which This is the smallest it came with. But not small enough, guys. So I had to grind it down. You always want to be careful grinding stainless steel because it releases a little something called hexavalent chromium. Kudos to my welding course for teaching me that. So I threw on the respirator and was able to get it to fit. Which is pretty good. Filed it down. Put this end into a drill bit and turned the drill on and then grinded it on my bench grinder. So that worked out pretty good. All right, we got her stuffed. As you can see, it's not even half full. I'll be able to make massive batches with this thing once I get the recipe down, and I think I might have done that with this recipe. Yeah, so it's full. I'm just using Old Cheddar, which is, you know, not what the guy online uses. He uses high temp cheddar to prevent it from melting. So couldn't get my hands on any of that, so I'm just substituting this old strong cheddar, and we'll see how it goes. Load this guy up here, and we'll get to stuffing. All right, folks, we're just done stuffing the sausages. That was quite an experience. Like the guy on the internet said, we'll just let these hang for about an hour, and then I'll start smoking them on low. Okay, a little more uniform now. Gonna load them up in the smoker. Smoke them slow, low and slow. All right, been a couple hours in the Little Chief smoker. Little Chief isn't bad, but doesn't get very hot. So, test the internal temp here. Yeah, not very hot, only about 96 Fahrenheit. So I'm gonna transfer it to the gas barbecue and get that up a little hotter and go from there. Right, they're all in here. Obviously the ones that were lower down on the Little Chief cooked faster, but this should provide the smoking that I need, and we'll leave it here at around 50 for an hour or two. All right, folks, just tested the internal temp and we're at 160 or above. Already started throwing some of these into this cold ice bath here. It's really cold water. I did throw some cubes in there. These are looking pretty good, I must say. All right, so we've got a fan on them now, and they're just drying off after that ice bath. All in all, not a bad result. I haven't tasted them yet. See how much smoked maple flavor they took on, but I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, there's some things that I could improve, probably my sausage stuffing capabilities. I had a lot of difficulty with that. I think probably because I didn't add enough water to the mix. A little more water and make it go through the narrow 3/8 sausage horn a bit easier. Yeah, the smoking process I think went okay. Could probably afford to buy some better smoking tools. Probably, you know, do a little better on the ice bath, use more ice. But we brought the internal temp just up to 160, which I think is required for venison and pork butt mix. So I'm pretty happy with that. Cheese didn't really melt, even though it's not high temp cheddar, it melted just a bit. So that's not too bad in my opinion. You can see the cheese pieces there, they kept their form. Some of these are a little drier, a little more wrinkled than others. I think I prefer the more wrinkled look. Again, that's probably just to do with my sausage stuffing capabilities. Got to work on that skill. All in all, I'm pretty happy. We'll let these dry off and then I'll have a taste test. All right, so a little inside sneak peek here. Look at that, that's pretty good inside in my opinion. Let's give it a taste test here. All right, the moment of truth. Ooh, that's pretty good. That is jam-packed with flavor, honestly. The cheddar cheese, it definitely adds to it, no doubt. I mean, all in all, there's some room for improvement, but that's a pretty good snack stick. Ton of work involved, but very rewarding. Isn't that a thing of beauty right there? Couple of bags full of snack sticks, nice and red. Got my vacuum sealer right here. It was a good day.